What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Kia.
Man, what's good, man? It's your man, Legend.
I'm the lyrical lover and hustler, doodle bug like no other, like doodle bug.
It's your Florida boy, Boston.
And this is the Corner Source. All right, y'all. So today we're talking about the thirst agenda. We've all experienced it. We've all seen it. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to jump right into the conversation with give me your example of dealing with thirst from somebody else.
Like I had a person that if I say good morning, you would expect that they're going to say good morning back. But they got the cooch on deck.
I was saying that she sent 10 pictures of the good morning.
Just yawning at me like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm like, how did that warrant the response that I just got? So it's like,
hey,
there's a time and there's a place for aggression. You know what I mean? There's a time and a place where you can be, I guess, quote unquote, thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
But let it be mutual. Like
I've had,
on Twitter.
well, I tagged myself in a location on Twitter and was followed to that location. Silly me, I'm like, I'm here with my girl, chopping it up, we kicking it, whatever. And next thing I know, and I'm like, oh. Then I've been followed with a dude and his mom helping him follow me. Like, this is an actual true damn story. Like, yeah, mom's was like, where she goes. Like, a lot of the times, you know what I do? I'll tag myself when I'm leaving. And then it's like, so you want to show up now.
That's smart. Tag yourself when
it's
you're
like,
leaving,
I tag
ladies.
when I'm going. Like, that's what I do.
Because I've been present.
I received a phone call from a Facebook associate. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't even a friend. Like, she was a friend of another friend. You know what I'm saying? But I was tracked down. I don't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I checked the messages like, beep, you have 2 messages. I'm like, all right, no bill collector, delete. This Joe like, hey, I'm your friend, Facebook. So I'm like, hold on. Try to find her, block her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how do you handle it? Because that's thirsty and it's a little scary.
Yeah, I just had to block her and then.
Because you accidentally had your number up there on Facebook, right?
Nah, she said she Googled me. Like in the whole message, she was like, I Googled your name. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. Some of y'all got your numbers on Facebook, don't even know it. Y'all better check something.
There is a difference. This is a sidebar. There is a difference between being a stalker and being thirsty. That was a stalker situation, stage 5. Let me just throw that out there. We don't know each other from a can of paint, and he was ready. With your Johnson is just out. It's just out.
So he showed up to the
He was ready. Yeah. Well, I went at his house. It's just out within 10 minutes. You saw it. To me, that was thirsty because you don't know me. You don't know where I'm from. I could be nasty. And you was ready to go. Your Johnson is out.
No, this is the problem that I have. There are some guys out here that's thirsty, and they and what's honest about them is that it seems like they'll do that shit for anybody.
Right.
And that's where I have a problem. It's nothing wrong with being like that or showing a sentiment, being extra, whatever. But there is a big problem if I can see the generic nature of your extension of kindness. Somebody that you can tell they kind of like there's a desperation involved, that they would deal with you and anybody else or something like that. Like anybody, I want to feel special, and that's no better than some asshole that wants to like just smash real quick, being some nice guy that would just mess with anybody. And
I seen this guy in the club that bought roses for the chicks, right? But it's special if you say you stop the rose man, you buy a couple roses and you give it to me. But when you buy a fistful of roses and you just pass them on out to everybody, first of all, you thirsty. You hoping one of these chicks that got a rose is going home tonight.
That's a thirst trap. You're like, I'm so special when I was twerking too.
At 18, in my early 20s, going to the club, you see these. You see them. You're welcome.
I was out a couple of days ago, and I had a friend of mine tell me I was a walking thirst trap. And I said, that is not fair. And I took...
Exhibit it.
You see all this KFC on display?
See, this one I don't like black
All
people. I
that
gotta
breast
find
and
some white
thighs.
friends. Any
Thighs
white
and
people that's
biscuits.
watching us, I'd love to hang out with
Thighs
them.
and
I'm just saying.
biscuits.
I need more white friends.
I go to the club with my balls.
Asian, whatever. It'll work. I'm no
That's a
big.
thirst trap for you.
No, because this old dude had came up to me and told me at the it was a festival. You did a festival that I went to with it was Talib Kweli was out there and Raheem Devon, a whole bunch of people was out there. It was like a festival out in DC a couple of weeks ago. Old dude, I swear to God, came up to me and he was like, "Look, young lady, I just meant to tell you, these dudes back here behind, they taking pictures and shooting a video of your behind. You might want to sit down, if you got a jacket tied around you and stuff like that." And I'm like,
Old school.
really?
Shout out to old school.
Like he really looked out.
What?
I appreciated that.
Oh
but
my
my
God,
thing is,
Boston.
I was just wearing jeans.
Prince.
I was wearing jeans.
That's a thirst trap
Like
as well.
genuine?
Because I'm
And
gonna
some
play
room?
that gentleman role, so you can
Now,
say,
when you
Man,
play
you
a
was
gentleman role, that's
75
never a
man.
thirst trap. You can never go wrong playing a gentleman role.
up into
That was like my
your
granddaddy talking
thirstiness is
to me.
revealed. So that gentleman role will get you into the woman.
But once you
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
my thirsty, because now I'm in it.
Guys,
So
right
you're
here,
not
I'm
thirsty.
so sorry
Until your
on
true
behalf of my
intentions
sex.
are revealed.
Yes.
You be like, "Oh, I'm such a gentleman." And you be like, "Want some dick?"
When have you been thirsty?
I'm too shy to be thirsty.
That's how I feel. I feel the same way.
I'm a shy guy.
I'm too shy. Like I'm very shy. So anything that I'm feeling on the inside, I have a finesse in a certain way I do things. If I let somebody know I'm interested, it's very subtle. It's very like
Right, B.
I'm chill.
'Ause if I get
I'm
shot
chill
down-
with
When he
You see
said
my
he's
face?
shy, he's not talking about the emotion. He's talking about that singing group that sung.
Here's me. I'm gonna be, because since they want to be all politically correct, I'm too smooth and I'm too this and that to be anybody's thirsty. I've been thirsty, but I tell you all the time, if I'm interested in somebody or I got a thing for them, I'm all in that social media. I'm like every time you post something, I'm liking it. I'm commenting, I'm liking it. I'm a little bit. I'm on it.
I'm a researcher.
I'm not much because my ADHD won't let me research folks, but I'm on your social media. But you know, there was one time I was seeing somebody and like I was so caught up, like I was like, "You can have a key to my house." Like I was caught up, like when you want to move in.
Put me on, put me on, put me, put me on, put me on.
Titty pic versus you fall into the
Never
category.
leave with pictures of the body
You know what I'm
parts,
saying? Like,
male or female.
I just think that you should mirror what somebody else is doing. Like it should be natural. Like if you're doing extra stuff outside of what constitutes as like interest is like somebody reciprocating that towards you. Am I saying that right? Like so you should have somebody that's actually giving something back to you to let you know that they're feeling somewhat similar to you, even if they're not just like telling you everything. So if you're not getting none of that back and you're still pursuing them and doing extra things, then yeah, you tapping into the thirst category. So
All right, folks, you know how we feel. Leave your comments and your thoughts in the comment box underneath. Let us know what's going on. Talk to us.
it's the corner sauce, baby.
Now,
On the scissors.
In your mouth.
Now.
I'm distracted by your watch.
Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell them. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell them. Social commentary is a full course. Coming in live from the